Alright, hi everyone, it's 2, so we're going to get started. Welcome to session 3. This is Music Therapy and Wellness, a holistic approach to the universal goal. To introduce our speaker for today, his name is Thomas Newbold, and Thomas is an award-winning music educator and board-certified music therapist. He holds music degrees from San Diego State, Cal State Northridge, and UC Santa Barbara. Thomas has been working as a music educator for 14 years and lectures on a wide variety of topics such as American popular music, 20th century classical percussion, music therapy, and wellness, just to name a few. He brought music therapy to the psychiatric rehabilitation team at Southern California Hospital at Culver City in 2014, and the program has grown over the last year due to his efforts. So please welcome Thomas Newbold.
That was non-verbal communication, right? So the idea is just a little opener, just silly, whatever. The idea is that sometimes when words fail, if you want to put it that way, sometimes when words don't work for whatever reason, music can speak. Okay? Good afternoon. How's everybody doing today? Okay. Are we still here?
Yes.
Are we still awake?
Yes.
We just had lunch, so I know some of you are not awake. All right, but you're here, you're present in this room with me on February 27th. It's 2 o'clock. We're right in this auditorium at UCLA, Ronald Reagan Medical Center. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy you're here with me. I mean that truly. Thank you all for being here. So, did I miss anything? Okay. So I just want to encourage you to try to be present is what I was getting to there. Just be here, be in the room. I'll try to make it entertaining if I can, but you don't really need to take notes or anything. You can if you want. You don't need your phone or your iPad or whatever, but if you want to take pictures or shoot video, please do. Feel free to tag me. I'll show you my stuff coming up. A lot of stuff we do in music therapy you can't really share. So this is something that if you want to tag me or do hashtag I'm stuck, that's great. I can put it up on the web. Okay, cool. So, oh, I have another opener. All right. See how this sounds in this room. This is called a singing bowl. Sometimes called a Tibetan singing bowl. They're used for lots of different things. One thing you can use it for is meditation. I want to practice something with you since now I know how good you can sing. It's called toning. Okay, so we want to sing in tune with the bowl. Can you sing with me? Nice, keep going. It sounds good. It sounds wonderful. So, in meditation, we can practice breathing with the bowl. We can use it as kind of a drone or the Om. One thing that's neat about the bowl is if you can match the vibrations inside your body through your singing, through your toning, to the vibrations that the bowl is putting out into the room, something kind of magical happens. The vibrations within equal that without, and you can become sort of one with your surroundings. So I'm going to try again. Beautiful. You're a musical crowd. I thank you for that as well. Okay, so again, these are just little musical openings, but this is something that we could use in music therapy for relaxation, okay? Finding your breath, finding your center, things that are common across other talks we've heard today, okay? Including yoga, mindfulness, and when we're talking about inside the body and outside the body, of course, we're also talking about nutrition, many things, okay? Holistic approach, right? Okay, so the title is Music Therapy and Wellness, a holistic approach to the universal goal. My name is Thomas Newbold. Music therapists put these letters behind their names a lot. The MM stands for Master of Music. The MTBC stands for Music Therapist Board Certified. So I first went to college, UC Santa Barbara, for music, general music, theory, and composition. For me, it was more of a focus on theory. If you don't know, music theory is it deals with reading and writing music. In this case, for me, it was analytical. So kind of looking at the works of the masters, breaking them apart, trying to figure out how they did things, why they did things. Okay, so it's almost like being a musical detective at times, analyzing the music. And then I did a Master of Music in Percussion Performance. I decided that I wanted to get better at performing, and percussion was my instrument at the time. Then I went to Cal State Northridge here in Los Angeles, up in Northridge, which is one of only 2 programs in the state for music therapy. What happened was during my master's, I started getting really excited about a lot of things I was reading about music and cognition, the way we hear and perceive music, and why it seems to be such an integral part to so many people's lives. Some would argue every culture on earth. Okay? So I finished the program, and then I did a year-long internship with Seasons Hospice, which is it's nationwide. I worked at the one in the city of Orange. My territory was Orange County. Going around singing with elderly patients who, hospice, if you don't know, means that they're nearing the end of life. They've been given a prognosis of 6 months or less. Okay? All right. I've also been a music teacher for 14 years. I started in the middle of college, and I've worked only music jobs ever since. And I'm still drumming, percussionist. If you don't know the difference, for me it's not world percussion, it's more classical. Timpani, glockenspiel, these types of things, okay? And I also do singer-songwriter stuff, things like that. Okay, I feel like I'm probably going slow. Here's some social media stuff. If you want to, tag me. That's Facebook. Facebook links I always feel like seem weird. People actually use the link. I'm on Facebook, Thomas Newbold. If you add UCSD, you'll find me. Twitter and Instagram, I'm at Left Show Drummer for West Coast. And I have a blog right now called The Strong Song. It's pretty new. But as far as the website goes, that's what I got right now. And it's strongsongs.blogspot.com. And I posted already some links to things I'll talk about. And I'm happy to go over anything with you. My email is tsnewbold@gmail.com. I promise you. Email me anytime. I'm just a normal dude. Okay, so let's start with some definitions. All right? First, we're going to do music. For the purposes of today, we're going to call music organized sound. Okay? So, we don't really need to get into whether or not you believe that the sounds of a large industrial machine or maybe someone's car alarm going off. Whether you think that's really music or not, even though that's what I hear. Okay? Just for the purposes of today, just you can just join me in thinking that, or understanding that a patient who is possibly nonverbal or has very little to absolutely no musical training, okay, in the context of making music with them, hitting a bell, maybe in or out of time, can be considered music making, okay? Any kind of organized sound, or even effort towards organized sound, really. Okay. Music therapy. Music therapy, we're going textbook on this one. Like this. Music therapy is the clinical and evidence-based use of music interventions to accomplish individualized goals within a therapeutic relationship by a credentialed professional who has completed an approved music therapy program. Okay, so let's bring that down a little bit. Just kind of get into it. So, clinical and evidence-based. Okay, studies have been produced by accredited universities and clinicians in a scholarly and scientific manner to provide both qualitative and quantitative data to support the practices which are taught to and carried out by board-certified music therapists across the United States. And then also in other parts of the world, there's other governing bodies, okay? Watching out, making sure that we're providing high-quality care, okay? Interventions are designed to accomplish individualized goals. I put that in bold. That is number one. Individualized is the main thing. So, if you only listen to hip-hop, you love hip-hop, and you think that freestyle rapping is the number one most important form of personal expression, then why would I do a session with you where I sing old country ballads? Oh, my hips is living Texas. Okay? Or why would I play Nirvana? Why would I do that? It wouldn't make sense for you, right? Individualized is what it's all about. It's about you, it's not about me. Okay? This is kind of an important thing for us to say out loud every now and then in life. It's not about me. I think that helps. Helps us to help. Okay. Credentialed professional, I already joked about that. The title is Music Therapist Board Certified. An approved program. There's only two in the state I stated. UOP, which is up near San Francisco, in Stockton, California, and Cal State Northridge. They used to have a program at Long Beach State and Chapman University, which have both unfortunately went away. Another one close by is Arizona State, and they also offer a master's. Unfortunately, Northridge can't really. They don't have the funding to even do that. It's a small program. Okay, so a music therapy program consists of lower division, general education, and music requirements. So a music therapist has to first audition for the music department and be accepted into the music department on either voice, piano, or guitar. Okay? This gets a lot of people bumped right away because you think about LA, there's so many brilliant musicians that UCLA and USC are just not big enough to hold them all. That goes for professors and for students. So a place like Northridge or Fullerton or something, they're still highly impacted leaders because so many people want to go to these LA schools and get this taught. You know, some of the best musicians in the world are in LA because of the film industry, recording industry, etc. So that gets people bumped right away. Anyways, then, so once you're in the music program, you do your lower division music and general ed, of course, and then you do upper division coursework in special education, psychology, and also intensive music therapy. At Northridge, I can tell you, the music therapy part consists of a lot of designing your own therapy sessions and then performing them on your peers while you're being watched through double pane glass by your professors. So it's pretty highly stressful. And also, I've talked to a lot of people in my work that have done PhD programs or similar programs to try and get MFT, etc., that think that they did a lot less actual therapy in their programs, which is kind of cool. There's more books there. Here's some background on music therapy, for those of you who don't know. It dates back to ancient Greece. Okay, so you can see in the writings, and if you go to the AMTA website, which I'll put up later, they have the quotes right on there. Basically, they saw even back in ancient Greece that music had powers that they believed were akin to the gods, you could say. And they tried to use music to help calm people down who might be having fits or seizures, different things like that. Now, modern music therapy in the U.S. started after World War II. Okay? What happened was soldiers were coming back from World War II with what we now call PTSD, what was then called shell shock, and they were sitting in VA hospitals and places, and they were withdrawn. They were sitting by themselves, they weren't socializing, and they found that music was connecting with them and kind of bringing them back out of their shells. Okay? Then in 1950, the National Association for Music Therapy was formed. And in 71, a second association was created, American Association. And these two groups, they agreed on many things, but they also had some kind of core things that they disagreed on. But they come together later, we'll see. Okay, so 1983, the Certification Board for Music Therapists. So this is, it's kind of quick across. So MTBC is what they call being CVMT, is the governing board that does the exams, and also basically it's set up by music therapists, but it's separate from, almost like an American government kind of thing. It's a separation of power so that they watch over us, they're separate from us, to make sure that we're keeping up high quality standards and continuing education. Okay, this is a big one. In 1991, Senate Bill S-1723, the Music Therapy for Older Americans Act, introduced by Senator Harry Reid, but it also got bipartisan support from people like Bob Dole. Okay, so what happened was they had this huge Senate hearing, and people from rock bands and doctors and therapists all spoke about the powers of music and what it can do with elderly patients suffering from Alzheimer's or dementia, many things. But kind of going back to the same type of stuff with the World War II stuff, we're finding that music can kind of help people come out of their shell. People that haven't been speaking at all suddenly open up and sing a song that they remember from when they were a child. After the song is over, maybe they're not able to speak still, but something was happening there during that song that they could share and sing with us. Okay, I think there's another one under there. You can't see it. Oh, 1998, the two the associations combined to become the American Music Therapy Association. Okay. Back to the definitions from my title, a holistic approach. I decided to look this up just to see what it said compared to what I think of, and I thought it was pretty cool, so I went ahead and just put it all on there. So, philosophy, characterized by comprehension of the parts of something as intimately interconnected and explicable only by reference to the whole. Okay, so we've got the idea. We're talking about everything is connected. Now, medicine characterized by the treatment of the whole person. Taking into account mental and social factors rather than just the physical symptoms of the disease. Okay, so we're thinking of whole person, whole body, or what you could say, mind, body, and spirit. That's the way I like to think of it, or mind, body, and soul. Okay? All right.